Welcome to the Rustic Planters. We are so glad you're here today as we explore the timeless beauty of the Italian Renaissance garden. This style has enchanted garden lovers for centuries, and today we're going to dive deep into how you can incorporate it into your own small spaces. From its artistry to its geometric precision, there's something truly magical about these gardens. Before we jump in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave us a comment below. We love hearing from our viewers, and your feedback helps us create content that you enjoy. Now, let's get started on this journey of tranquility and elegance. Whether you're in a cozy apartment with a balcony or have a small urban backyard, you'll find that the principles of the Italian Renaissance garden can work wonders in transforming even the most compact of spaces. Let's dive into how you can capture that serene, artistic feel right at home. To truly understand the charm of the Italian Renaissance garden, we first need to explore its origins. This garden style emerged in Italy during the 15th and 16th centuries, inspired by ancient Roman gardens and the intellectual revival of classical art and philosophy. Renaissance gardens were designed to embody harmony, order, and balance, with geometric layouts often reflecting the ideals of symmetry and beauty. These gardens were a symbol of power and prestige for the wealthy aristocracy of Italy. They were designed to not only impress, but also to provide a space for contemplation and relaxation. Think of them as a reflection of the Renaissance ideals, the union of nature and art, where the beauty of the garden speaks to the intellect and the senses alike. In the small spaces of today, these gardens can still evoke the same sense of elegance and tranquility. By focusing on geometric shapes, fountains, and artistic elements, you can recreate the charm of Renaissance gardens in any corner of your home. When it comes to the design of Italian Renaissance gardens, certain elements are key to capturing the essence of this style. One of the most prominent features is the use of geometric patterns. Pathways, hedges, and even plantings were meticulously arranged to create perfect symmetry. Water features also played a vital role. Fountains, reflecting pools, and small canals were common, symbolizing purity and the divine. These water elements not only added beauty, but also brought a sense of peace and tranquility to the space. Lastly, art and sculpture were integral to these gardens. Statues, urns, and other ornamental pieces were strategically placed to create visual focal points. These artistic elements not only enhanced the garden's beauty, but also served as a reminder of the cultural and intellectual achievements of the Renaissance. The great news about the Italian Renaissance garden is that it's not reserved for grand estates. Even in small spaces, you can use the same design principles to create a beautiful and impactful garden. The key is to think small, but think big when it comes to the use of design. Start with a simple geometric layout. Use box hedges or low-growing plants to define areas and create symmetrical patterns. Even in a small space, you can achieve the balance and harmony that Renaissance gardens are known for. Incorporate a small water feature, whether it's a fountain or a reflective pool. Water adds a soothing sound and visual interest, instantly transporting you into the serene world of Italian gardens. At the heart of the Italian Renaissance garden is geometry and symmetry. This design approach reflects a deeper philosophical belief in order, balance, and harmony. The use of straight lines, circles, and perfect squares creates an aesthetically pleasing environment that feels both structured and organic. In a small garden, you can apply this principle by laying out your plants, paths, and furniture in a symmetrical manner. Think of your space as a canvas, where each element has its place. For example, two symmetrical planters on either side of a door or path can create balance and elegance. Consider using geometric shapes in your choice of planters, pots, and containers. Round pots or square planters with clean lines can reinforce the Renaissance aesthetic. The use of these shapes will help you create a sense of order in your space. Water features were central to Renaissance gardens, symbolizing the flow of life and offering tranquility. They ranged from grand fountains to smaller reflecting pools, all serving as focal points in the garden's design. Water not only brought beauty and a sense of serenity, but was also used to control the temperature and humidity in the space. In your small garden, you can easily introduce a water element by installing a small fountain or a mini reflecting pool. These features are perfect for creating a relaxing atmosphere while still maintaining that Renaissance vibe. A water feature also reflects the light, making your space appear brighter and more open. It can even be a habitat for small aquatic plants or fish, which adds life to your design. Art and sculpture are essential components of the Italian Renaissance garden. Whether through a statue, an urn, or a carefully placed vase, art creates a focal point that draws the eye and adds depth to the design. In Renaissance gardens, sculptures often depicted mythological figures, gods, or nature itself. For your small space, think about adding a statement piece like a classical statue, a birdbath, or an ornate urn. These pieces can serve as both functional and artistic elements, enhancing the overall atmosphere of the garden. You don't need to go overboard. Even a simple bust or a well-placed sculpture can evoke the grandeur of a Renaissance garden. These pieces should stand out, creating interest and guiding the viewer's eye through the space. The Italian Renaissance garden was filled with carefully chosen plants, many of which were Mediterranean in origin. These gardens featured fragrant flowers, clipped topiaries, and sprawling vines that added beauty and life to the space. In your small garden, you can bring this tradition to life by selecting plants that offer both beauty and fragrance. Lavender, rosemary, and boxwood are all excellent choices for creating that Italian feel. Use plants to define your geometric layouts and add texture to the design. Consider incorporating climbing plants like ivy or wisteria to add vertical interest, especially if you're working with limited space. These plants will help you create the feeling of a lush, expansive garden without taking up too much room. One of the most captivating features of Italian Renaissance gardens is their calming use of color and texture. Soft, muted tones, earthy greens, deep blues, and warm terracottas are typical of the Renaissance palette. These colors are soothing to the eye and provide a peaceful atmosphere for relaxation. In your small garden, opt for a mix of plants with different textures, from the fine leaves of lavender to the thick, glossy leaves of boxwood. These varying textures will create visual interest and contribute to the tranquil, harmonious feel of your garden. When it comes to color, try to stick to a limited palette. Earth tones and greens work best to emulate the classical Renaissance aesthetic. Accents of white, yellow, and soft purple can add a pop of color without overwhelming the space. Pathways are an essential element in any Renaissance garden, guiding visitors through the space while offering structure and order. In small gardens, even a simple path can help organize the space and add a sense of direction. For your garden, consider using gravel, stone, or even bricks to create pathways that lead to focal points like fountains or sculptures. The key is to maintain symmetry and balance while still offering an organic flow through the space. Adding borders to your paths with low hedges or stone edging helps create a defined structure, which is characteristic of Renaissance gardens. These simple touches can give your small space a sense of elegance and refinement. In Renaissance gardens, the play of light and shadow was essential to creating a dynamic atmosphere. The use of arbors, trellises, and pergolas offered shade while letting in light to highlight different aspects of the garden. In a small space, you can create this same effect by using tall plants or small structures like a garden arch. These elements will cast shadows, creating a sense of movement and depth in your garden. Incorporating soft lighting, such as lanterns or LED string lights, will allow you to enjoy the beauty of your garden even after the sun sets. The shadows cast by your plants and structures will enhance the romantic, tranquil mood of your Italian-inspired garden. Renaissance gardens were not only visually beautiful, but also filled with rich scents that heightened the experience. Fragrant flowers like roses, jasmine, and lavender were often planted alongside pathways to create a sensory journey for visitors. In your small space, you can easily incorporate fragrant plants to enhance the atmosphere. Place lavender near the entrance, or choose climbing jasmine to drape over your trellis for an added touch of fragrance. Don't forget to consider the textures and sounds as well. A gentle fountain, the rustle of leaves, and the scent of herbs can help transport you to the tranquil world of a Renaissance garden. Renaissance gardens were often designed with privacy in mind. High walls, lush hedges, and ivy-covered trellises offered seclusion, making them ideal spaces for contemplation or intimate gatherings. In your small space, creating a sense of privacy can be just as important. Consider using tall plants, like bamboo or ivy, or even installing a trellis to provide a sense of enclosure. This will allow you to create a serene retreat within your own garden. The use of walls or fences can also help define the space and create a sense of separation from the outside world. With the right layout, even a small garden can feel like a peaceful oasis. The materials you choose for your garden can significantly impact its Renaissance-inspired look. Stone, terracotta, and wrought iron were commonly used in Renaissance gardens for paths, walls, and fountains. In your small garden, try using materials like stone tiles, terracotta pots, or iron planters. These will not only add to the authenticity, but also provide durability and timeless appeal. Even small touches, like a terracotta vase or a stone bird bath, can make a significant difference. The use of these materials helps evoke the sense of classical luxury and elegance that Renaissance gardens are known for. One of the keys to designing a successful small Renaissance garden is maximizing vertical space. The use of climbing plants, trellises, and hanging pots can create the illusion of more space while adding depth and visual interest. Climbing roses, ivy, or wisteria can be trained to grow upwards, adding layers to your garden without taking up precious ground space. This will give your garden an elegant, lush feel reminiscent of the Italian countryside. Vertical structures like obelisks, archways, or even espaliered trees can serve as focal points in a small space, creating a beautiful balance between form and function. Sustainability is important in any garden, and it's easy to integrate sustainable practices into a Renaissance-inspired design. Use native plants that thrive in your region, reduce water consumption with efficient irrigation, and choose eco-friendly materials like recycled stone or reclaimed wood. Incorporating a composting system or growing herbs in small containers also reduces waste and supports a sustainable lifestyle while keeping with the Renaissance ethos of harmony with nature. By focusing on sustainability, you not only protect the environment, but also ensure that your small Renaissance garden remains a timeless beauty for years to come. An Italian Renaissance garden doesn't need to be static. The beauty of such a space is that it evolves with the seasons. Plants bloom and fade, creating ever-changing vistas that keep the garden feeling fresh and alive throughout the year. In your small garden, choose a mix of plants that offer different colors and textures throughout the seasons. Think of spring blossoms, summer foliage, autumn berries, and winter evergreens. By planning for seasonal changes, you'll ensure that your garden remains captivating year-round, capturing the essence of nature's cycles that the Renaissance gardens so highly value. Above all, Italian Renaissance gardens were designed as sanctuaries, spaces where one could find peace, solitude, and mental clarity. The structured layouts, harmonious colors, and calming sounds of water created an atmosphere of tranquility. In your small garden, incorporate elements that promote calm. Whether it's a quiet seating area, a small fountain, or the fragrance of blooming flowers, these small additions can create a peaceful retreat from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Consider the overall ambience you want to create. Soft lighting, soothing sounds, and natural textures will all contribute to the sense of peace and calm that Italian Renaissance gardens are known for. A true Renaissance garden engages all the senses. The vibrant colors, the sounds of water, the fragrances of flowers, and the textures of stone and plant leaves all combine to create a fully immersive experience. As you design your small space, think about how you can engage the senses. Maybe add a water feature to provide a calming sound, or choose plants with delightful fragrances to enhance the mood. Incorporating elements that speak to all the senses will transform your small garden into an enchanting experience, much like the gardens of Renaissance Italy. The beauty of the Italian Renaissance garden is that it's not just a design concept, but a way of life. It encourages appreciation of art, beauty, and nature in everyday life. By integrating Renaissance-inspired elements into your small garden, you are not only enhancing your space, but also cultivating a deeper connection with the natural world and its artistic expression. Every visit to your garden will feel like stepping into a timeless, tranquil retreat where art and nature meet in perfect harmony. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the charm of Italian Renaissance gardens. We hope you feel inspired to transform your small space into a peaceful, artistic retreat that reflects the beauty and tranquility of this historic garden style. Remember, it's all about creating a harmonious balance between nature, geometry, and art. So, go ahead, start designing your Renaissance-inspired garden today. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment below to share your thoughts or ask any questions. We love hearing from you and can't wait to bring you more garden inspiration in the future.